So I often get asked how much jail time someone may be facing if they're arrested for domestic violence. And the answer is not so simple. And that's because domestic violence isn't actually a charge itself instead of a broad category that encompasses a number of different charges that involve violence between domestic parties. So there's a domestic violence where it's a misdemeanor assault charge, which is essentially the threat of violence, that faces a maximum penalty of 60 days jail. Now, there's also the most common, which is a domestic battery, which is a first-degree misdemeanor, which carries a maximum penalty of 1 year in jail. There are also a number of different felonies, such as aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, aggravated battery based on serious bodily injury, aggravated battery on a pregnant female. All of these could also be classified as domestic violence. It just depends on the relationship between the parties. And all of these felonies carry a maximum sentence depending on the charge. So third-degree felonies carry a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison, second-degree felonies a maximum of 15 years in prison, and first-degree felonies a maximum of 30 years in prison. While these are all maximum sentences, it is important to note that very few people actually end up having to serve a maximum sentence for any given crime. The sentencing is all based on the totality of the circumstances, such as the injuries in a particular case, a person's own prior criminal history. So while these are the maximum sentences, each one is much more specific to an individual person in a specific case. So if you've been charged with domestic violence, I would encourage you to consult with an attorney to get their opinion on your specific case.
Carlson, Meisner, Hart, and Hazlett, protecting your rights since 1971.